Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kasia. In today's video we are going to be talking about my favorite inspirations, what decks are on my table and what I have been working on and what's in the making, you know. So grab a cuppa, tune in and let's chat, let's hang out. I'm going to start with saying that I have a love for essential oils. And this love has been going on for a long time with me because when I lived in Australia, I used to work next door. I worked at Tree of Life, which was like a hippie shop with cool clothing, everything with cotton and lots of different home decor as well. And next door to our shop, we had a Perfect Potion shop, which in Australia is like a really popular brand of essential oils. So recently, and since then, really, since 2004 or 5, I have been constantly learning about essential oils. So this is a book that I got at Gertrude and Alice. One of my favorite ever places in Sydney was a second-hand bookshop with like a coffee shop. You could go grab a coffee and grab second-hand books. So I have a lot of books from Gertrude and Alice in my home in Poland, because when I moved to Poland from Australia, I didn't take clothes, I didn't take anything. I took 8 boxes of books. So anyway, back to aromatherapy. My love with aromatherapy is like a spiral. So I've learned, I have like this, I want to learn everything about oils, and then it passes. And then I want to learn everything about oils, and it passes. So for all these years, I've got interesting books. I gathered books, I gathered oil. I love this acupressure technique when you can dilute essential oil with the carrier oil and, use also acupressure point to combining, my favorite thing in life, combine modalities. So recently I got really inspired with essential oils. I got myself like a portable little car kind of diffuser, and I met online this lady in Poland. Her name is Aroma Shanti, and she awoken my love for aromatherapy yet again. So right now what I want to really do, because I've experienced emotional benefits of essential oils, when you just like diffuse them, let's say, and your mood is down, or you have less like lack of energy, or even like headaches, whenever you smell the oil, if it's a good quality oil, it actually shifts something in your body and often alleviates the symptoms. But I never really experienced per se like health benefits aside from emotional health, but like physical health benefits from oils. And I would like to kind of go into it a little bit. So because I'm turning 49, because I have Pluto moving through my 6th house, which is house of health and daily chores and daily rituals, daily kind of habits. I started really thinking of supporting my body with supplements, supporting my body and my skin, and just in general, like from inside out, but also from outside in. So I really pay attention now to good quality oils. I want to just use natural perfumes, and I purchased some, collagen from Vital Proteins. I will be taking some prebiotics and probiotic from like a Polish brand. It hasn't arrived yet, but I'm going to get it for my birthday. And also I would like to take some resveratrol and some NMN, and just to see how I can help my skin still retain some more collagen and have this protective layer. So that's where I am right now. And it's funny that like Pluto is in opposition to Saturn in my life right now. So I'm going through this transit. When transiting Pluto, moving into Aquarius, it's opposing my natal Saturn at 2 degrees Leo. And it's really fascinating to see how that started to really make me focus on the spheres of the 2nd and 12th house. And since Saturn can rule also chronic diseases, or like some weaker points that you have, Pluto can empower this. First of all, show it to you, but also allow you to empower that and make it work for you better. So that's where I'm coming from, and I just wanted to share it. And right now, because I'm also perimenopausal, if you're a woman and you're 49, you would know. I still have my periods regularly, but definitely changing, like I see and feel the shifting energy in my body, and like how my body starts to react differently, and also mentally how much more time for myself I need, etc., etc. I'm using right now the essential oils of clary sage, of vetiver, which is very grounding. Clary sage is perfect for menopausal women. It's a very feminine oil, very herby, smells beautiful like in my opinion. I'm using lavender and also a little bit of bergamot or a little bit of lemon, depending, to spark it up a bit, but such a nice blend. So this is just like I'm in essential oils heaven. Okay, so I'm creating also like my own sprays. So this is with olibanum, so the frankincense oil, and a little bit of rose diluted in jojoba oil, but still, if you like frankincense, which is I think one of my favorite oil, this is amazing. And then I also used like some Christmas blend from Young Living and some jojoba oil, and added a little bit more of clove, and this makes such a yummy mood enhancing and happiness kind of perfume. Leads you into this Christmas time. It's really nice. You know what I noticed, that in my practice I really love, that's why I'm using flower essences with my readings. I use sound with my readings. I use crystals, anything that we can physically also embrace. And I think I'm going to start using also essential oils mixed in my readings to ground the reading, to absorb the reading, to work with the reading. I think working with a reading is a process, so I'm not sure how you treat it, but for me, using tarot is like, that's my daily ritual, this is something that I love pulling. So these are the cards that I pulled today, and this, by the way, is this Triloka Oracle. This is the first edition from 2022, but I received it from my friend from Thailand, which was so lovely, because the creator is Thai, and my friend just gifted it to me when we met. But this deck is being sold just in different editions, and it's really beautiful, and it comes with English names. So I used the Creative Tarot spread from my Creative Tarot class, which is a bestseller. So if you want to learn how to use many decks in one reading, you can grab this class. It's only $25. But this spread from this class, you pull one card, which is the energy for the day. And this says, I'm your... No, that wasn't it. This one was my energy for the day. Phosop, harvest, fragility, and gratitude. And I really love this. This reminds me of the Slavic goddess Marzanna. This reminds me of Virgo energy, so healing. And also she is riding on this huge crab, right? Which could be like Cancer or Scorpio energy. So there's definitely some harvesting that can be done. There's some sharing, there's some abundance. The keywords, as I mentioned, is harvest, fragility, and gratitude. And this, as a main card, as an energy for the day, I would suggest to me to, pay attention to this, to make more of this, attune to this particular energy during this day, so I can share. Maybe I will receive, also learn to receive from others. And also I think because she rides that Cancerian kind of waves, like the emotions can, like, I think she's okay with emotional states today, so it seems like a really lovely energy like this. But because she also has this item, she can also cut things away. So maybe that also shows me not to create stories and scenarios in my head, and just move with the waves. And then the spread in my creative tarot class, you pull one card from the bottom of the deck, which says beware of this. So if you notice this happening when you maybe experience this, or you are exposed to this type of energy, just beware, try not to do too much of it, basically. And it says here, I am your father, which reminds me of Star Wars, right? Darth Vader saying to Luke, I am your father. And it says celebration, surprise, and proof. It seems like very active type of image. There's, I don't know if this being is like throwing fire or if they're throwing like flowers, but it seems like, there is quite a lot of energy being dispersed. And I think, beware of this. Maybe I should be wary of how much energy I give out, taking into consideration that this is about fragility, gratitude, harvest, and being kind of emotionally stabilized, because I'm on this Cancer. And then in the spread, you take the card from the top next, and this is embrace this. So beware of this energy. Don't do too much of this today, but embrace this. You might, and here I have this image with like someone riding a cock, and this is that sounded pretty off. It's Bahuchara, and we have like either people dancing or people being joyous. There is like definitely some relational aspect to it. It says equality, diversity, and proudness. And we know that like cock is very much connected to, makes this expressive sound. But I think like be proud of building relationships with people, be happy and like full of life and vitality when it comes to relationships with others, and allow diversity, equality, etc. So it comes really nice, I think, as a nice advice. And how beautiful are these cards? It's just incredible. So this deck is really lovely. And yeah, I'm going to show some more cards of this deck right now. We are going to change the camera because I think it's really important for you to see it. And of course, I have made a video about this deck when I was in Thailand, so you can see a review, and I think I show all the cards of this deck. But yeah, how beautiful is this? And today, guys, Pluto is actually moving into the tropical sign of Aquarius, and that reminds me of this ingress because it speaks about arrest, ending, and transition. Pluto was hanging between two signs for like a year since 2023, and finally it's moving into Aquarius today, and it's staying in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So it's quite an important day today, and I think it's something that each of us individually could ritualize. I'm actually organizing this Portal to the Future webinar, lovely, on Saturday to ritualize this and to say goodbye to Pluto in Capricorn and to say hello to Pluto in Aquarius. I'm going to share some information about Pluto in general, some myths and stories and fun facts about Pluto in Aquarius. Each of the participants will find out, how they can work in their personal charts with Pluto in Aquarius. So if you are interested to join in, you can still join in. We're meeting this Saturday, 23rd of November, and we are going to hang out and chat about Pluto and ritualize Pluto movement into Aquarius. So I would love to see you there, and more info on my website, tarotmap.com. So as you can see, this deck is really beautiful, and it's called Triloka Oracle. So this is just one of the decks that I'm like binging on. couple of more decks that I've been working with quite a lot recently. One is the Real Sky Astrology Tarot by Julie Kuchia-Watts, and you can get this on Printer Studio, I guess. Yeah, Printer Studio, and this is based more on like ancient Egyptian mythology, but it's beautiful. I've been using Carney's deck, Carney's Sword deck. It's called the Holistic Astrology cards, and this deck is wonderful to use if you work with astrological archetypes. It has great energy, and I highly recommend this deck. So you can also see some interviews with Carney that I have done in the past, and you know, just take a look at this deck. I did a review of this as well. I'm also using this amazing, thank you Karen, you know, the Cosmo Astro Tarot by Carol Helzer, but this is a vintage copy from 2001. It's very big, as you can see, and I have been also working with these meditation cards. So here Pluto is collective unconscious, and it speaks about ego death. So each of us in one way or another are dying and being reborn right now once Pluto is shifting from one sign to the other. Also, you have to be aware that in Real Sky, Pluto is actually just entered. It was hanging between Sagittarian constellation and Capricorn constellation. So Pluto actually right now is activating the stars of Capricorn constellation. And to me, that just means that the Capricorn energy of Pluto hasn't finished quite yet. And how I see it is, I want you to use whatever lessons Pluto in Capricorn in tropical astrology has taught you since 2008 until now. What has changed? What have you empowered? How have you transformed? What areas was Pluto activating? What planets? I want you to now really implement these changes, because Pluto in Real Sky is demanding now Capricornian change, and Aquarius through tropical lens is showing you where you can implement these changes to keep the vision, to, you know, empower your new vision for the future, for your new life, for your new relationship, whatever the changes were, you know, happening to you and to wherever they went. And through Aquarius is of course the sign connected to fixed air modality in astrology, and it's very much connected to the vision, to receiving downloads from other realities. You know, it's very futuristic, it's very open, it's very technological, it's very opening consciousness, and being like keeping your channel clear, being the portal that can receive new insights, new ideas, fresh perspective, good vision, and transform it and translate it and use it in physical reality, manifest it. So with Aquarius, we want to take a higher view and then share it with others. As Capricorn is a guide and guides the sun through the night, the god Knum, Aquarius is the god Hapi, and it's kind of like mixing qualities, you know, having the practical and also the visionary. And here we have Leo energy, and I pulled the Leo energy because Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius will be in opposition to Leo. Leo rules the heart, but it's also very dramatic and very emotional, whereas Pluto in Aquarius is much more logical and, you know, connected to vision. So in both areas we want to empower the heart. Don't forget it. Don't, you know, be kind, use this heart energy, but also remember the vision, use your logic, use your mind to create something like beautiful. An opposition between Aquarius and Leo, it's about polarization. So Aquarius can show something to Leos right now. So our heart energy, like, it can expand, it can go beyond the personal. Leo is quite personal, and Aquarius is much more humanitarian, universe, right? So I think there will be big opening of how we are using and how we are thinking about love, about sharing, about families, about Earth. And Saturn is still hanging in Pisces, and Saturn is veil of illusion, because it kind of, when we look at Saturn, it seems like that's where our universe ends, but we know well that then comes Uranus, then comes Neptune, then comes Pluto, and who knows what else. And our consciousness has spread enough now to, to know that we are like evolving, we are complex, we are broader, we like fractals of what's happening. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is this Tarot for Creativity book by Chelsea Pippin Mizzi. I'm going to make a special video about this book, but I love this book. It looks so good. It's the whole kind of tarot deck, but used as each card as a creative prompt. So, creative tarot class. I love using tarot creatively. That should be my book. I should have written this book. But yeah, it looks beautiful. It's really well published. It's so much fun. Goes through the whole deck, and tarot isn't just for divination, it says in the back. It's also a powerful tool for storytelling and self-reflection. And in this guidebook, Chelsea teaches us how to use the tarot to tap into your personal well of inspiration. Take risks with the Fool, or commit to your art practice with the Lovers, etc. So she uses each tarot archetype to empower your creative force. And I think Age of Aquarius in some way calls for creative empowerment, for us to be brave enough to co-create the world, okay? And co-create it for humanity, for starting with our lives but spreading it onto others. So this Tarot for Creativity, I received it yesterday, but it has spreads, it has cool text, it's fresh. I like it. This is a cool book, so you can take a look at it. And what else did I want to share with you? Anything else? I think for now, maybe let's stop at this one. I wanted to share what decks I'm working with, but mostly I'm working with those astrological decks right now, because I have been doing some spiral astrology readings, which is the 13 constellations sessions. So if you're looking for an astrology session, I right now offer tropical astrology sessions, which are 2 hours long. This is going to change. I'm going to raise my prices, so I'm like fair warning in advance. If you wanted to get an astrology reading with me until the end of the year, please do it, because if I wasn't kind of sure of the quality of my offerings, I wouldn't be like spreading it out there. But based on my experience, the amount of years and knowledge and studies and courses I put into it, and you can read all the reviews under my readings, I'm fairly sure that it is going to help you. And if you are looking for an astrology session and you resonate with my energy, I highly encourage you to grab this reading, either the tropical reading, which is the Western astrology reading, when you learn all the psychological bits and pieces, the blockages, Chiron story, your North Node axis, North Node, South Node axis, and of course the cycles that you are in with dates, etc., because that's very confirming to people, and sometimes it's just so wonderful to know that something will end and begin and it has a middle. And if you are curious about your constellational self and your connection to the stars, you can get the spiral astrology reading when I talk about what constellations were actually activated during your birth. And I created a product for somebody who hasn't had an astrology reading yet, where you can get information from both perspectives. So tropical Western astrology is more like a psychological take, and more evolutionary take, what you really need to focus on developing, like your true blueprint from true sidereal astrology, the constellational one, which uses also Ophiuchus as a constellation. I'm just throwing it out there because I love these readings. I sign up and I can share it with pure heart. And my intention is always to help you deepen the knowledge about yourself so that you can go off into the world and just enjoy being yourself. And be creative about life. Okay, stop talking, Kasia. Well, it was good to hang out. I'm still like, I'm going to put it now on the 10 off, 10 in, 10 seconds off, 10 seconds on, and this smells good, guys. So thank you for watching. I'm going to speak to you soon. Bye.